the new style of leadership that's going to come through post COVID-19? Do you see servant leadership now becoming pervasive across business in this decade, or do you think some businesses will revert back to the 1.0 management theatre that, you know, certain individuals and companies just love?
It's a really good question, and I think it's a bit too early to tell. I mean, some of the businesses I'm working with are still adapting, so they haven't caught up yet. And therefore, if things changed in the relatively short term, I've no doubt they would go back to the way they always were. Others have already been so heavily impacted that the post-COVID-19 world cannot but be different, because they're basically going to start from scratch again. And there's no way they won't have been influenced by what's happened. So I think it'll vary by business, and I think it'll also vary depending on how much longer this goes on, which is a bit of a moving feast, I think we can all recognise. I really hope servant leadership makes a comeback. I think I think there's some moves towards that, both in business and sort of politically, socially. I think there's a sort of little bit of social awareness creeping in as a result of what this has exposed about sort of inequality, and that for me ties back to things like servant leadership. So I hope that it does. I think there are some sort of very big, strong businesses that perhaps aren't particularly servant leadership orientated that will be strong enough to carry on the way they always were. You know, some forms of leadership sadly will always be with us. But I'm hoping that for a lot of others it will. And this is a golden opportunity. You know, I think there will be people out there in many businesses who are, you know, either new onto the board or at the sort of the middle layers of leadership, who are the energy of the company's future, who will be looking at this and thinking, you know, I can see a different way of doing things. And I would counsel them, now's your time. There's such a big change going on. Now is the time to put something revolutionary on the table. Now's the time to start campaigning within your business for doing things differently, because everybody's looking for a change, and having change forced upon them, there is no better time to be a bit of a revolutionary and to try and change the mentality in your business and drive servant leadership and drive the importance of people than now. So, you know, it could be for those individuals, and I know they're out there, you work with them, I work with them, we often try and harness them as change leaders to make businesses better, because they're the ones who've got the passion and really want to see things change. Now's the time for them, I think. That'd be fantastic to see them.
Change from within by a group of, hopefully some people listening to this, you know, got that sort of business rebel, business maverick mindset.
Absolutely.
I agree. You know, this is like the biggest cutover from whichever way you look at it. Most organisations were set up for the last century.
Yeah.
Optimize for time, activity, hierarchy, commander controlled, info-based, opinions and decisions. And now there's a cutover, and a better world is going to come out of this. And I'm with you, Rufus. I think it is the unique opportunity that every business now can look at it from a lens, even if it's a skunk project to the side.
Yeah, absolutely.
We can reset here. You know, we can reorganize in a different way, and actually we can reinvent.